Hello and welcome back. I am Boetic, and this is episode 6 on the Mishmash server. I spent a little bit of time because I was getting sick of going up here and seeing bare rooms everywhere. So I have put a little bit of design into a library here with bookshelves, and we've got um, the chiseled bookshelf so we can put our books in here if we want. Also have a couple of these looms to give it a little bit of a look. I think it turned out really good. We've got everything we need in here to do our enchanting and even a little painting. So I think it's worked out really well. All right, but that's not what we're going to do today. Today, the first thing I want to look at is if you notice, I've got some new paths down here. Let's just take a look real quick. I went through and started clearing a path through our forest here, and I think I've started to kind of decide what I want to do around here. Let's get rid of some of those leaves. That doesn't look good. All right. What I want to do around here, I've got this path, and so basically, let's start over here. I need to start at the beginning. So, we've got a village right here, and this is where we kind of came in to start all of this. And so I kind of used this village as a home for a while, and it's worked really well, but it's time to expand. And so, if we go this way, you'll see we've got this path, and I have cleared the path through the forest here. And we go all the way through. Uh-oh. Alright. And we end up at another side of the ocean over here, which is kind of neat. Like, this taiga biome goes through all the way, connects two oceans. So I decided we're going to kind of make a path through it and build some houses and that kind of stuff down here. And it's going to be great, and it's going to take a long time for us to do that and all of that. But one of the things I've figured out is that I really need a lot more wood than I've had. I've been trading with the other mishmashers for wood. Anytime they need something I have, I'm like, give me stacks of wood. I need wood bad. So what I've done, I've put together, this is some bamboo. I think I'm going to extend it off this way, and I'm going to make this a little bamboo farm. So I have a little, it's going to be probably 40 blocks long by, I think this is 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 10 wide. I'll probably make it a little wider than that too. But, it's great. I can just go through and cut this down. That sucks. It really sucks to pick this up. So I'm going to turn this into a automated farm that allows us to run a slime block flying machine through it. It's going to knock it all down. I'm going to run some hopper mine carts under it, pick it all up, and convert it all into blocks. So that is the first thing we're going to do, and then we will never have to worry about chests for hoppers again, because that's where a lot of our stuff has been going. It's chests for hoppers. All right, let's take a look here and see how this bamboo farm turned out, shall we? So let's first take a look at the farm itself. And let's see, what's the easiest way for me to get up there? Sure, we'll use crafting benches as a block now. So what I did, we've got a flying machine here that's going to trigger, and it won't stick to these leaves, so we'll go all the way across. And I've got these walls up pretty high. The bamboo goes a little higher than them. Occasionally a piece of bamboo will land on top, but the same way on both sides here. Goes all the way down to the other side where there's a return. So it's going to hit here, the... Uh-oh. Ooh. There's a lot of them coming this time. Oh, I missed him. Okay. But it's going to hit the return there. And... let's let this one get close. There we go. Okay, so it's going to come through. I hope I didn't drop any of those. Yeah, I need to make sure I pick those up, or else the minecarts will grab them, and that might cause me a problem because I don't have a filter on the collection system here. Okay, so like I said, the flying machine is going to come here. It's going to hit this. There's an observer on the flying machine that's going to see this open, and it will send it back the other way. And the slime blocks are going to hit the second block up, and it's going to keep kind of pushing all of that into this wall here. And I'll show you the underneath, how we're picking it all up, because I think it's pretty nifty. So let's go this way. And we'll turn here. Actually, I'm going to need to go into my house. So if I go ahead and run up here, and I decided that I wanted access to this the same way we've been accessing some of these other things. So we're going to come down here, drop down. This is, we've seen this is sugarcane, bone blocks, gunpowder. We've got all of them coming through here. So this is kind of level 1, right? So we're going to go down a little bit further. Down a little bit further. And we're going to run into level 2. And I'm going to make this I'm going to design this and all that. We'll get to that. Maybe in a live stream we'll do that. But if we turn here, you'll see we've got the same setup, right? Except for this time I used bamboo chest because, well, it's bamboo. And we've got a ton of bamboo blocks coming through here. Yes, I've been AFKing for a while. So we've got easy access to individual stacks or easy access to shulkers full. This is the same shulker loader that I did a video on. I did like a little redstone short that a lot of people really like, so I'm going to do some more of those. But this is that same crafter-based shulker loader. And if we go up, we've got... let's just jump over here so we can see. I'm using pots and hoppers to cut down on the total number of hoppers we've got going on here. Hopefully that cuts down on lag a little bit too. This isn't that many hoppers though. I think we're good. And then we've got our this is a one wide tileable, even though I'm not using it that way, crafter set up here, and we're dumping the bamboo into here, and we're using a double speed hopper, so the items come in here twice hopper speed because I've got 2 hoppers going into it. And then there is a redstone repeater going into a block there. Then there is or that's not a repeater, that's a comparator. And this is a system I found. I'll put a link to where I found this online. I didn't come up with this. This is something that I found, but it's working really well, and it's tileable, so you can put things side by side to do crafting on. And let's go up the next layer here to where it really gets fun. So everything's feeding into these to the chest and then into the crafter there. Let's go up again. All right. And the items are going to come through here, all get dumped out into this water line, which then brings them back up to this level. And then we run them down here. and then I run them into this actually having ice with a trapdoor on top like this will help the items compact into a single item instead of being like it'll form a stack that way, which just helps on lag. And they go around here, and then the items get they run into these sea pickles, and they align right on the edge here, and that means that we can have all of the items getting picked up by both of these hoppers is actually what happens. So I have a double speed hopper happening here and here, here and here, feeding into something below, but that's why we're using these iron bars here, because if I had a whole block there, it wouldn't align right on the edge right there for them. So yeah, so that's how we're collecting the items, and they make a couple passes around here, but really not that many. I was actually surprised when it's a lot of bamboo coming through. And then this is, I think this would be called a cart yeeter. So it sends the carts down, they go down, they pick stuff up, they come back, and then they break against this here. Well, actually, they go down, and this all forces them to try to connect down to this rail. But there's actually this is a cauldron filled with lava, and when all that happens based upon where they're located, they break into an entity which sends the bamboo out this way, and the cart itself comes back this way. And I can kind of show you that happening real quick. If I just break this, all of the carts go, and then they're going to come back, and if there was anything to pick up, they're going to break right there. If there was anything to pick up, it would have all gone right here, and there they're off again. So I have those set up on a timer. I'll put that back, and the next time they come through, they'll actually stop. But this runs on an etho hopper clock that is just 64 bamboo, which is exactly the amount of time that it takes for our for the flying machine to make a full pass down and back, so that these carts are coming in right after it finishes, so they're not running all the time and all of that. So let's see if I can go back down, and I'm gonna go back down, go back up to the top, and I'll jump into free cam mode, and we'll see this all running. Now that it's probably been enough time to get a little bit of bamboo going there. All of this, both the underneath side and the flying machine side, get triggered from this little daylight detector. So anytime that it is that it's night, the very first time it turns night, it's going to actually send. So this signal is getting sent across here. When it turns night, this torch comes on, which powers this torch very briefly, which powers this line going down to what we saw below that triggers the hopper clock. And then we've got this here, which has an item in it right now, but when this gets triggered, that item comes up into this hopper and it goes down and triggers this. So I put a button on this so that it's easy for us to trigger. We'll go ahead and just trigger it once here, and then I'll jump into free cam mode and we'll kind of see it all working, okay? All right. So you can see the items go in there, and let's just drop down. Everything got tossed into the item stream. It's all getting bunched up there so that there's not as many entities flowing. And we're filling up those hoppers. And now this should be getting pretty close to ending up here. And these are going to come in at the very end and dump off their last little bit. And so, as we're sitting here, those are going to keep flowing over these hoppers until they're full. If I go up here, you'll see that there are no items on the ground. We collected every one of the pieces of bamboo because we only ran the flying machine once. Oh no, we missed one piece. Ah, darn it. I'm going to have to redo it. Anyway, we've got everything working here, and you'll see we should be, they're still traveling around, but looks like, yeah, see that? I think that was it. I think it just picked up the last of them. Yep. And so now if we come back here, all of our bamboo is down. And if we go back up, we can see it making bamboo blocks now. All right. So if I just go up this bamboo scaffolding here, go ahead and go up here. And with it only triggering once a day, it actually makes it real... I fell. All right. With it only triggering once a day, it makes it real easy for... I mean, this now has a full day before it needs to finish this. And you'll see it's got the items going in, and it's making the block of bamboo. And we'll come up here. Let's see how much we actually collected there. Let's see what we've got. So we've got a little bit still draining out of these hoppers, but everything's out of those two hoppers. And I think I can get to, nope, I think that's as far as I can get here. Yep, those are just draining into there. So yeah, that's kind of all that's going on here, but it's keeping up real well. And like I said, I mean, I've got, what is this? It's 9, 18, 27. I got a little over a chest full of shulkers. Oh, slime. A little over a chest full of shulkers here of that, which is great. That means we do not need to worry at all about wood now. We have all the wood we could ever need. All right, so you want to know what else I've been up to? Well, I was doing some exploring, and I came across a mansion, and it was a lot of fun going through it. I did not have a mic with me when I was going through it, but I got all the footage through here, and I figured it would be a really great thing to throw a little montage on. And so let's check that out now. was a lot of fun, and thank you, Kaisa, for coming to save my butt, because if you wouldn't have come, I would have been out all of my new netherite gear, because I would have not have been able to get back there. So thank you. And it was great, and we got stuff to do. Like we got, hold on, where is it? We got armor trims. We got the Vex armor trim. I'm getting real close to having like enough armor trims to do something. Where is it? Yeah, see here. We're starting to collect some armor trims now. We got the smithing upgrade, coast art. That everybody got that. Tide armor from the Ocean Monument, I think. We got eye armor trim, and that's from the end. We've got a snout armor trim, that's from a bastion. And we got the Vex armor trim, and that's from the mansion. So we got the Vex armor trim. That's great. I'm planning on hopefully putting together one set of armor from all the armor trims, but we've got some work to do because there's a lot that I'm missing here. But yeah, I am going to get this put away, and next up is going to be I think the next thing we need to do, I noticed that we're running out of elytras as spawn. Kaisa and I went through and killed all of those dragons, and there are no more elytras as spawn. So I think it's going to be time that we get together again and take out a bunch of dragons. So that's going to become a #1 priority for me. So stay tuned. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. Let me get my hat off. I hate doing outros with my hat on. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And if you've really liked it, subscribe so you can get notifications anytime I'm doing another video. And yeah, I really appreciate it. Thanks, y'all. Have a great day.